tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas, pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas, pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo.
And we welcome everyone back to the continuing coverage of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season number 3 as we're coming to you live from the Bahayang PAG-ASA Sports Complex in Valenzuela on this Sunday afternoon. Let's take a look at our games for today. Already done with set number 1. We're on to game number 5 for this day in the 16 and under division. And a good afternoon to all the basketball fans watching out there. Aaron D joined by Charles Kenrick Bechong as my analyst, and on courtside, Miss Nicole Lim. Charles, never thought na maabutan ko, but you're back to your roots as an analyst today.
I mean, it's glad to be back here as an analyst, pero again, glad to be working with you.
Oo, no, aabangan natin yung mga analysis ni Charles mamaya during the game. No? But for the meantime, pag-usapan natin our match at hand. It's going to be the Nueva Ecija D Generals kontra dito sa Valenzuela Impact Ballers in the 16 and under division. Kaya let's start it off with the Nueva Ecija D Generals, Charles, wearing their light uniforms for today. They came off a win versus the Leyte Shore Homes in their last one.
Well, Nueva Ecija General 16 under successfully extended their winning streak to 3 games, even without the presence of their key players Carl Canapi and Carl Diaz. They now hold a 3-2 record, placing them in the 6th spot in the North Division standings. In yesterday's game, it was their timely 3-point shooting and superior ball movement recorded with 21 assists compared to latest just 17 that allowed them to swing the momentum in the final minutes and seal the victory.
And they're going to be looking to carry on over that momentum from their last game. Sa kabilang panig naman, Charles, wearing their dark uniforms nga, wearing their red uniforms itong Valenzuela Impact Ballers, coming off a loss naman kontra sa JT Bulacan Taipan, and they're still searching for their first win.
Again, like what you said, Valenzuela Impact Ballers appears to be still finding their rhythm after suffering 2 straight losses. In their most recent game against JT Bulacan Taipan, the team struggled to get support from their bench, contributing only 42 points compared to Bulacan's 56. If Valenzuela wants to finally break into the winning column, stronger chemistry and deeper contributions from their second unit will be crucial moving forward.
Definitely, we're gonna be checking that out mamaya sa game natin, but just about to begin already, so let's hear it from our game announcer, Mr. Gio Cruz.
Ladies and gentlemen, excitement continues here at Bahayang PAG-ASA Sports Complex, Valenzuela City, as we bring you Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. 16 other division featuring the NUEVA ECIJA D Generals and your Valenzuela Impact Ballers. Now it's time to meet the starters for both teams. First, for NUEVA ECIJA D Generals. Starting point guard number 92, Kyle Concepcion. Shooting guard number 5, Jadel Da. Power forward number 0, Prince Pineda. Small forward number 15, James Chavez. And at center number 32, Sean Parlan. The head coach is Harold Cruz, assisted by J. Ramquillo. And now let us meet the starters for your Valenzuela Impact Ballers. Starting guard number 18, Arkin Arellano. To guard number 13, Rashid Tomodos. At small forward number 10, Gian Taglia. Power forward number 29, Noah Manalastas. And at center number 35, Timothy Corlocon. The head coach is Luis San Benaventura, assisted by Adrian Kagungkang. Ed Chung, team manager JJ Maghirang, and team owner Voltaire Ora. Officiating this ball game, Didio Perez, Mank Gomez, and Ryan Soriano. Junior MPBL Executive Director Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner Mr. Kit Picasso.
And our Doray team starters for this 16 and under division, Valenzuela goal with Anyano, Tomodos, Taglia, Manalastas, and Corcolon. Meanwhile, NUEVA ECIJA have Concepcion, Daa, Chavez, Pineda, and Barlan. And a good afternoon once again to all the basketball fans watching out there. Aaron D joined by Charles Bechong as my analyst and Miss Nicole Lim on courtside. And right now we're at game number 5 for this day. Already on to our second set, and in the 16 and under division in our last game nga, Charles, no, nakita natin it went down to the wire in that one.
That is correct. No, it was a tip in. No, it went down to the very last possession of a missed free throw, a putback that sealed the win for NUEVA ECIJA.
Posible nga ba? Can we see the same amount of intensity in this ball game, just like that previous one, as an opening three-pointer para sa Valenzuela, courtesy of Rashid Tomodos.
That swing left Tomodos wide open on the left corner for that three-pointer.
Meanwhile, this NUEVA ECIJA squad, we did mention it on the top of our broadcast, Charles, na 3-game winning streak sila coming into this ball game. They're gonna be looking to ride that momentum for today.
Pero syempre, hindi magiging madali yun dahil ang NUEVA ECIJA, or ang Valenzuela rather, looking to find their first ever win dito sa Junior MPBL Season 3, and what better way than to do it dito sa home court nila.
And a great 5-0 start para sa Valenzuela. Meanwhile, NUEVA ECIJA get a corner triple and they connect with it. That's
Again,
Daa.
Yung mga extra passes, leaving leaving shooters wide open in the corner.
Meanwhile, Valenzuela have it. We did mention still looking for their first win in their last one. Talo nga sila, pero another 3-pointer para sa Valenzuela.
Their last game, they shot 46% from three-pointer, which is pretty decent, I should say. And ngayon, looking to continue on that story.
Another outside shot hoisted up. Offline on that one. Takbuhan para sa Valenzuela. The inside attack, and they get it to go.
Nice transition offense coming from Valenzuela. That is Manalastas.
And a timeout going to be called by the Nueva Ecija D Generals with 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Take a look at that one more time, Charles.
A great pass from Taglia first, and then Manalastas went reverse for that layup.
And 10-3 is the score in favor of Valenzuela.
PAC is back. 8-division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights.
After the 3-point winning shot of Andre Chavez yesterday, ay mas tumaas daw yung kanyang kumpiyansa. Nabanggit rin niya na for this game ay hanggat maaari daw, ay maiwasan niya itong mga turnovers and outside shots niya. He also mentioned na mas lumabas daw yung pagiging competitive at mas tumapang siya dahil sa naging laro nila kahapon. Kaya naman, let's see kung ano pang ipapakita nito ni Andre on today's game. Gentlemen.
Maraming salamat, Nicole, and right on cue right there, itong si Andre Chavez just attempted a 3-pointer. Hindi nga lang pumasok para kay Andre, but in their last game nga, Charles, diba, 19 points itong si Andre para sa Nueva Ecija.
Yun naman yung gustong, sabi nga ni Nicole, di ba? Yun naman yung gusto niyang magtuloy-tuloy dito. Siyempre, pagka nakagawa ka ng ganong kagandang play to win the game, tataas talaga yung moral mo as a player and your as well as for your team.
But right now, Nueva Ecija down by 9 points kontra dito sa Valenzuela. Give it inside. Chavez fakes it, kicks it. One more pass. They take the open triple. Wala lang yun.
Was a good shot from Concepcion. He was wide open, pero napapansin natin, Aaron, no? Medyo nai-in love sa mga outside shots itong mga 16 and under division natin. Actually, both teams have attempted, I believe, minimum of 5.
Yun talaga yung influence ng game today, Charles. No? Nag-iiba na rin. During nung time mo ba na naglalaro ka, ganun na rin ba yung playstyle ng mga bata?
It wasn't that long ago, pero meron na din. May influence na. Umuuso na rin yun sina Steph Curry, sina Klay Thompson. So, may evolution na ng basketball, we can say.
We take a look at our Larga International Logistics. Fast break of the game. Valenzuela getting a layup para kay Taglia. Meanwhile, Nueva Ecija at the free throw line. Of course, Coach Harold Cruz wants his boys to continue what they've been doing in these last 3 games. Off on that, Chavez, offensive board to the putback.
Like what Nicole Lim said, no, yung itong si Chavez on a high note after that game-winning 3-pointer.
6 minutes and 10 seconds. Valenzuela, and they get fouled underneath.
It was a great pass from Tomodos to Manalastas. Yun nga lang, there was a lot of contact on that shot. There you see it.
And Manalastas on the free throw line. Efficient finisher in the paint, and he was really active on the glass in their last game.
Averaging 4 points. 7 rebounds siya nung nakaraang laro nila. So, nalagpasan niya yung kanyang numbers dahil 4.5 points, 4 rebounds in 10 minutes.
Pineda outside. A bit short on that one.
Medyo pumipitik yung paa ni Pineda nung tinira niya. May kilala ka bang ganun? Yung pumipitik yung paa pag tumitira ng 3-pointer?
Kinda reminds me of someone, no?
Oo nga eh. Pero kung pinapractice naman niya at saka kung ganun talaga yung tira niya, bakit naman hindi, di ba?
Meron talaga mga players na may mga certain tendencies talaga sila.
May
No, na mga
tics
ganun.
yung tawag doon,
Oo.
tics. Tsaka kung nasushoot naman niya, sino tayo para sabihin na baguhin niya?
Oo naman. Meanwhile, we've got some substitutions coming in para sa Nueva Ecija. Right now, it's still a 12-5 score in favor of the home team, Valenzuela. 5 minutes and 28 seconds. Live nga po kami dito sa Bahayang PAG-ASA Sports Complex in Valenzuela. Really familiar itong partner ko dito sa place na to, sa court sa court.
Oo. At saka napakaganda, kita mo yung theme nitong court, no? Mga Gilas Pilipinas, Philippine team 1954, 1973, 2014. Tapos, one player from the 2014 Gilas Pilipinas squad is here, Mr. Gabe Norwood, the president.
May picture pa siya na pinoposterize si Luis Cola dun sa...
Mamaya, mapatutukan natin ang camera yan.
Oo, no? Chavez from the outside. Barely beating the buzzer on that one. Andre gets it back. 10 seconds on the shot clock. The drive inside. Foul naman ang tinawag doon on Valenzuela.
It's gonna be on Manalastas. When your big is already about to help, hindi mo na kailangan sumundot eh. Kasi sigurado na yun yung double. Mahihirapan ng maiangat yon. Hindi nyo man makuha yung block, at least na-bother nyo yung shot. And that's as good as a block.
Meanwhile, they send Pineda to the line. Excuse me, Jefferson Rivera to the line. Lefty sinking that free throw. Pasok naman dito si Andre Kimot for Valenzuela. And always great to be playing at home para dito sa Valenzuela squad, no? Playing, having the fans on your side. Kitang-kita naman natin sa bench nila. Even in the game before us, no, Charles, ang dami nag-cheer para sa Valenzuela.
Siyempre, may pride yan na dala-dala mo kapag dito ka sa bahay nyo naglalaro. Tsaka siyempre, yung mas maraming fans, andito yung pamilya mo, andito yung mga kaibigan mo, kaya mas ganado kang maglaro.
Ito na nga, slowly but surely, Nueva Ecija lumalapit na dito. 13-9 is the score with 4 minutes and 15 in quarter number 1. Driving to the left, the shot, it's good.
Kind of late on that closeout was Chavez for Nueva Ecija, and blow by. See this again. Mas mabilis din talaga etong si Rashid Tomodos.
Really got low on that attack, no? Itong si Tomodos. 15-9. Rashid has it. Valenzuela moving that ball around. It's staying on that left side. Offline on that one.
Poor spacing for Valenzuela on that one. They got 3 players on their strong side, kaya medyo masikip yung spasyo doon.
Pero meanwhile, Pineda dishes it to his big man in Ochina.
Ochina playing instrumental minutes, we can say. Almost 20 points, 20 minutes per game, 8 points, 8 rebounds. A very serviceable big etong si Ochina.
Still 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Yun nga, kita sa background, no? Yung Gilas Pilipinas 2014 team.
The team that broke the Korean curse.
Tingnan natin yun, no? Pinapakita nga nila. In yung team that, if I'm not mistaken, yan, no? Gabe Norwood in the house, in attendance with his family.
And later, maglalaro sa 14 and under division. Para dito sa Valenzuela, yung kanyang anak na si Cash Norwood.
It's gonna be great to see. Meanwhile, transition attack para sa Nueva Ecija, Kyle Concepcion.
Speed kills. Kyle Concepcion burned some rubber on that fast break. Hindi na mahabol ng Valenzuela yung transition break ngayon.
And a timeout going to be called by Nueva Ecija. And check this out, Gabe Norwood posterizing Luis Scola in the 2014 World Cup in attendance in the building in the Bahayang PAG-ASA Sports Complex.
A very monumental moment for Philippine basketball, no? Yung na-posterize ang isang NBA player, yung Mr. Gabe Norwood. Of course, playing for the Rain or Shine Elasta Painters. Stellar career, no?
That was such
More
a
than a
great run.
decade.
Oo, no? Great run talaga yung 2014 na yun. Lahat ng games nila, dikit lang sa mga powerhouse teams.
Ilang taon ka no, noong 2014?
Parang grade 6 lang ata ako, grade 5 eh. Talaga mapapasigaw ka dun sa BTV pa yung TV natin nun, yung channel natin. Domag has it para sa Valenzuela. Still 2 minutes and 40 seconds in this first quarter. They're holding on to that 4-point lead. Get it swatted. Concepcion once again, another fast break.
4 straight points for Kyle Concepcion. But before that, that block from Rivera started that break from defense to offense.
Got it down to just 2 points. Divina Gracia getting hounded. Almost na naman doon para kay Concepcion.
You gotta appreciate itong defense ng Nueva Ecija. Hounding. Suffocating defense para dito sa mga gwardya ng Valenzuela.
Here come Valenzuela. They whip it out. Domag to the corner. Medyo masikip yan. Air ball on that shot.
2 occasions already na masikip masyado. Improper, poor spacing for Valenzuela. Laging maraming tao dun sa strong side.
Prince Pineda picks it up. Cross court. Rivera stops and pops and it rolls in.
One of the very few times na papayagan mo yung cross-court pass dahil nga maraming tao na doon sa ball side. So, maraming spasyo para makuha ni Rivera yung bola.
Once again, hounded in the corner. Driving in and he gets it to go Cyrus Domag.
Great move from Cyrus Domag, splitting the defense for that floater.
And with that shot, Valenzuela retaking the lead, 17-5. Pineda trying to force the issue, but luckily for them, it's gonna stay with Nueva Ecija. Barcelona replacing Andre Quimot for Valenzuela. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Rivera penetrates and finds the deuce.
Great use of that sidestep to throw off the defender for that lefty layup.
45 seconds remaining. Agaw na naman para sa Nueva Ecija, but turnover.
Almost. Again, yung defense netong Nueva Ecija, the Generals, talagang pinapahirapan yung mga gwardya netong Valenzuela. It's gonna be a long day for the Valenzuela guards.
Divina Gracia has it. Bounce it to the baseline. Couldn't get the finish though. Here come Nueva Ecija. Guerra. They get it back. And Ochina getting fouled on the way up.
Nasaraduhan siya ng pinto doon. Itong si Ochina by 2 red shirts, Barcelona, and I believe Sasan.
Gabe Ochina missing on that free throw. 18.7 seconds. It's a tied ball game. But Gina sinking that second one. 15 seconds. In quarter number 1, Cyrus Domag gets it rejected by Rivera.
Rivera, great recovery on the defensive end. Naiwanan na siya dun initially pero nahabol pa din niya.
Still an opportunity, 10 seconds para sa Valenzuela. Lalabas nila, catch and shoot. He's got it para kay Sam Sasan.
Sam Sasan, masyadong malayo yung depensa.
Guerra. At the end of our first quarter, Valenzuela getting the three-pointer to drop and taking that lead 20-18. Let's take a look at our Chef's Magic first quarter highlights.
At Aniano opening up the scoring festivities para dito sa Valenzuela, pero agad namang nakabawi itong Nueva Ecija pa nga sila, pero ang Valenzuela pa din ang lamang after the first quarter.
PAC is back. 8th Division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. And second quarter of action just having begun in game number 5 on this Sunday afternoon. Aaron D still joined by Charles Bechong as my analyst and Miss Nicole Lim on the sidelines. Charles, it's dikit pa yung laban ngayon, no? 20-18 with Valenzuela nga getting a three-pointer at the end of that first.
It was a slow start for Nueva Ecija, the Generals, but they got their rhythm going, got their momentum, and natabla pa nga nung bago matapos yung first quarter.
Of course, Valenzuela, they have Cyrus Domag manning the point guard position para sa kanila. Great fake. Just offline on that two-point attempt. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They kick it out. Cyrus Domag. Wala pa rin.
Couple of wide open shots for Valenzuela, just couldn't capitalize.
Guevara from the outside. You did talk about it earlier, Charles. A lot of outside shots being hoisted.
And that talks about the evolution of basketball, gaya nga sinasabi natin. Since that light-skinned dude entered the league, nag-iba na yung laro ng basketball completely. Of course, we're talking about Steph Curry.
Barcelona. Labas nila dito kay Panganiban. Catch and shoot. Wala pa rin. Here come Nueva Ecija. Guerra drops it off. And Enzo Guevara onto the free throw line.
Batiin natin yung mga kaibigan natin dun sa kabila, all the way to the south naman, sa Banana Court. Sina Justin Almeida, I believe, ang nando doon.
Yun, no, mga tropa yun, no? Sila Justin. Sino ba partner ni Justin? Ha? Alamin nga natin.
Hanapin natin kung sino partner ni Justin ngayon. It's Baron. Si Boss Baron, ang partner ni Justin Almeida. Gandang combo nun.
Oo. And it's great to see, no, na itong junior MPBL natin, iba-iba yung mga venue natin, Charles, no?
At saka ang daming napakagandang platform to showcase the youth basketball here in the Philippines. Ang daming divisions, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 para sa Pocket League. At para naman dito sa ating junior MPBL, 14, 16, 18, and magkakaroon din ng 21 under division. So again, no, yung dami ng players na na-showcase, napapakita, tayo rin, nagkakaroon din tayo ng trabaho. Lalo ka na. Working student.
Oo, no? Oh, pwede pa ako dun sa 21 under, no? Waterboy. Kailangan ba nilang waterboy dun? Pero yun nga, Charles, I always talk about it with sila Coach Anton. Kahit even si JP Ruiz, no? Si JP kasi player din dati, di ba? Yung mga
Sa Ateneo daw siya, di ba? Before si JP.
mga player kasi like Coach Anton, Lasal naman, si JP, Ateneo, mga rival pa yun, di ba? Yung mga ganun tinatanong ko palagi na it would have been really different growing up na with your friends dun sa mga school nyo kung may junior MPBL kayo.
Kaso, wala eh. Matanda na sila eh. So, kahit nga tayo, hindi natin inabot to eh. But again, for the younger generation, make the most out of it na may ganito kagandang avenue for you to showcase your talents.
Definitely gonna be trying to showcase their talent. It's the Valenzuela squad still seeking win number 1 in this tournament. Right now, they're up by a single point. Barcelona, masyado malakas on the layup attempt. Here comes Nueva Ecija. Daha gets that layup to drop.
He's not gonna be denied. No? Daha, although Manlapas tried to recover on the defensive end, hindi na talaga mahahabol dahil masyado mabilis.
Agaw na naman para sa Nueva Ecija. And on the other end, Prince Pineda.
4 straight points in transition para sa Nueva Ecija, giving them the lead.
Triple hoisted. No good. Another attempt. They take it in. Wala pa rin yun. Manlapaz.
Try to pass it without looking itong si Manlapas. Kaya so nabasa na agad ng Nueva Ecija.
And we've got an update from courtside. Miss Nicole Lim, let's hear it.
Para sa koponan ng Valenzuela, 5 players nga ang hindi makakapaglaro on today's game due to their other prior commitments and some of them are not feeling well. But aside from that, Gian Taglia ang isa sa mga inaasahan ngayon. And as per Gian, he really prepared for this game, especially when it comes to mental toughness. Dahil sa pagkasunod na pagkatalo ay mas gigil na siyang makabawi. Hindi lang para sa kanyang teammate but also para daw kay Coach Louie. Aaron and Charles.
Maraming salamat, Nicole. And ito nga si Gian Taglia, Charles, coming off the bench in their last game. Pero dito sa laro natin, no, he's being given the opportunity to start now. Wala sila, 5 players yung absent ngayon.
Yun naman yung, I wouldn't say kailangan, pero kailangan mo maranasan eh, yung ganong situation, yung wala yung ibang teammates mo. It's either may commitment or yung iba injured. So ikaw yung aasahan. And if you're Gian Taglia, you need to have that next man up mentality. Hindi pwedeng malungkot ka dahil wala yung kakampi mo, bababa yung moral nyo. Dapat andun pa din yung fighting spirit na manalo.
Meanwhile, Kyle Concepcion once again in transition. And Charles, just to add on to that point na nabanggit mo, before, during yung mga playing days mo, na you've had the chance na as Manlapas make the 3-pointer right there. Minsan, you're the last guy on the bench.
Yeah.
There are times rin na ikaw yung parang inaasaan ng mga team, di ba? Iba-iba yung mga role dapat, pero one thing na you always stayed ready during those times, di ba?
It's a different feeling, no, when you're the one riding last on the bench and yung isa ka rin sa mga inaasahan. Those are two different situations. Pero ang dapat mong isipin doon, kahit anong oras ka ipasok, kahit ano yung score dyan, when your number is called, you have to deliver.
And they're gonna be trying to deliver today. Nueva Ecija couldn't get that triple to drop, but this kid, itong si Manlapa, has already 5 straight points for his squad. Driving in, tough shot, offline. Losing that ball and forcing the turnover, itong si Jack Manlapaz. 4 minutes and 25 seconds in quarter number 2. Just a single point lead para sa Valenzuela.
Well, we're kind of seeing a pattern dito sa Valenzuela versus Nueva Ecija. Dikit talaga yung laban nila. I wouldn't be surprised if this game would go down the last possession. Gaya nung laro natin kanina.
Oo, no?
Tuntua si JP tsaka si Coach Anton dun sa laro na yun.
Kahit tayo, Charles,
Oo
doon
naman.
sa likod. Pineda has it. A bit too much traffic on the interior. Somehow they get it back. Andre to Pineda. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 4 seconds. They couldn't get the short stab to drop. Jack has it. Manlapaz tries to go through the defense, but Barlan saying no on that attempt.
It's gonna be pretty hard to get a shot of a player against a player almost a foot taller than you in Barlan. See this again. Manlapa saw the opening, tried to take advantage of it. Yun nga lang, masyadong malaki at mahaba talaga itong mga galamay ni Barlan para sa kanya.
3 minutes and 25 seconds, timeout called. Right back at it. Still Valenzuela with a 3-point lead kontra sa Nueva Ecija. We've got 3 minutes and 25 seconds dito sa first half natin. James Saison gives it up. Taglia. They move that leather around. Just couldn't get the finish. Pineda surveying the floor para sa Nueva Ecija. Dangerous pass.
Dangerous indeed para dito sa Nueva Ecija. Lucky break there, hindi nasalo neto ni James Saison. Hindi nakuha completely yung possession para sa Valenzuela.
Nueva Ecija moving it around the perimeter. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Someone's gotta shoot it. It's a left wing three-pointer, no good. Offensive board para kay Chavez.
Look at Chavez, his activity despite having 3 red shirts in front of him, nagawan pa niya ng paraan.
1-point lead. Give it up inside. Great handoff.
It's big to guard handoff from Timothy Corcolon to Noah Manalastas. That's familiarity at its finest for you.
Now it's up to a 3-point lead. Andre Chavez. Nueva Ecija. It's Concepcion from the outside. Luckily, it's gonna stay with them.
And maybe they can explore another aspect of on offense. Dahil 1 out of 13 sila ngayon, shooting only 6%. Baka pwedeng pumasok muna sila sa loob para makuha yung mga tira nila. Makita lang nila na pumasok sa ring yung bola. That changes things.
And speaking about changing things nga, Charles, no? Ang gumagana para sa Nueva Ecija, we've seen a lot of it. Getting steals, getting into transition, yung mga easy points para sa kanila.
So far, yung points from turnovers, halos parehas naman. Pero yung turnovers, mas marami nga etong sa Nueva Ecija.
So some things they're gonna have to work on. Take note, 3-game winning streak nga itong Nueva Ecija. Pineda na naman. This time, they drop it in from deep.
Vince Pineda. Or Prince Pineda, rather, averaging 14 points, almost 6 rebounds, and almost 5 assists in 30 minutes of action.
Taglia tries to go for the dipsy too. What a tough finish.
Tough finish indeed para dito kay Gian Taglia. That's what we're talking about. Next man up mentality.
Pineda Agaw para dito kay Saison. Outlet pass. Behind the back. Taglia, it gives it inside. It's all board. The second serving is good para kay Manalastas.
And Noah Manalastas not giving up on the play. Sorry miss, point blank. Got the offensive rebound and the stick back.
34 seconds. Concepcion whips it out. Andre Chavez.
1 out of 15. Or 2 out of 15 for Nueva Ecija.
And just about a 4-second differential with the shot and game clock in this first half. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Manalastas goes against the taller defenders. 5 seconds. Here comes Concepcion. 1 second. Throws it up. And that's offline para kay Kyle Concepcion. At the end of our first 20 minutes of action, the score 41-33 in favor of the home team, the Valenzuela Impact Ballers.
On their way is Valenzuela to get their first win here in season number 3. Let's take a look at some Chef's Magic second quarter highlights. Mas marami itong naging puntos in terms of fast break points ng Nueva Ecija. Although yung 3-point shooting nila medyo shaky talaga as they only made 2 out of 14. So maybe that's something that they can work on coming into the second half.
Score natin at the end of our first half, 41-33 in favor of Valenzuela.
Pac is back. 8th Division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights. Is back. 8th Division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights. Is back. 8th Division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights. Pac is back. 8-division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights.
Score natin at halftime, 41-33. It's Valenzuela kontra sa Nueva Ecija in game number 5 of this Sunday afternoon in the 16 and under division. We're still live dito sa Bahayang PAG-ASA Sports Complex as we take a look at some of the highlights brought to you by Chef's Magic.
That was a close ball game, lalo na nung first quarter. Kaso nung second quarter, medyo doon nakaalagwa etong Valenzuela Classic Juniors. Taking a look at the halftime stats, somehow similar in terms of their field goal percentage. Mas marami nga lang attempts etong Valenzuela, 17 out of 40 or 42%, 13 out of 32 para naman sa Nueva Ecija. And you're taking a look at sa 3-point shooting naman, 5 out of 11, 45% decent shooting para sa Valenzuela against at 12%, 2 out of 16 clip para naman sa Nueva Ecija. Yung assist department naman doon, medyo malaki yung disparity ng Valenzuela and Nueva Ecija, 11 to just 4. And also yung fast break points, 10 against 2. Yun yung mga points off turnovers, yung mga steals netong Valenzuela. Talagang pinapahirapan because of their defense. Yung Valenzuela guards really having a hard time swinging the ball down, executing plays, and creating for their teammates.
Definitely gonna be trying to check that out dito sa second half natin. But now it's time for our fan of the game. We spotted someone in the crowd who's been cheering non-stop, full of energy and bringing all the good vibes here in this game. And you know what they say, the coolest fan deserves the coolest iced tea. Congratulations to our fan of the game. You're getting a refreshing treat from Fruity Iced Tea, a no sugar added iced tea. Stay cool with Fruity Iced Tea. The goodness of iced tea without the sugar. Buti ka pa, Charles, no nabigyan ka na ng Fruity Iced Tea.
Kasi yung sabi sa'yo, hindi pa ako nabibigyan ng Fruity
Hindi ka pa pala
Iced Tea.
nabibigyan. Si JP ata yun, no?
Oo nga eh, si JP talagang may Chef's Magic din yun si JP, tsaka Fruity Iced Tea. Kumpleto ng ng sponsors yun si JP. Napakapalad na tao talaga nun eh.
Sana ka
Pero balita ko, napakasarap naman daw talaga nung Fruity Iced Tea. Sabi ni Justin Almeida, isa rin sa mga nabigyan.
Pati si Justin Almeida, ginamit na rin dun sa hotdog niya, dun sa ketchup, no? Sinama na rin yung sa Chef's Magic.
Chef's Magic condiments.
But anyways, we get back to the action. Second half, just having begun. Still Aaron D joined by Charles Kenrick Bechong as my analyst, and on courtside, Miss Nicole Lim. And hinimay mo nga yung mga numbers nung first half natin, Charles, no? 41-33 ang score natin. Nueva Ecija, the team coming off a 3-game winning streak, is down right now kontra sa Valenzuela, no? And itong Valenzuela naman still seeking their first win for this tournament.
Again, like we said on top of our broadcast, it's the home team playing. So, all the more reason to get your first win. Dito sa bahay nyo mangyari yon. Kaya medyo kita mo yung gigil nitong Valenzuela squad.
Tomodos couldn't get that one to drop. Pero saving the day is Arkin Aniano.
Arkin Aniano, not the tallest player on the floor, but definitely has one of the biggest hearts.
Nueva Ecija, Rivera, the drive and kick. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Guerra whips it. Concepcion. The high arcer is no good. Here come Valenzuela. Taglia leaning to the left. No good.
Taglia tried to absorb the contact. May mga ganun players talaga yung kailangan muna ng contact bago makuha yung balance nila.
Give it up inside. Rivera. Smooth finish.
Great escape by Jefferson Rivera to get that lefty layup to go.
9 points is the lead. Taglia, target shooting. Offline, offensive board to the putback para kay Manalastas.
As of now, 26 against 22 ang rebounding count natin para dito. Lamang ang Valenzuela, hence their 11-point lead.
Pero a quick answer back para kay James Rivera off the window. Still back to a 9-point lead. The penetration. Hindi nga lang papasok. Here comes Guerra, picks up the dribble. Agaw na naman, Valenzuela, here we go. With the left, hindi nga lang pumasok.
He tried to switch hands mid-air, kaya medyo off-balance din yung katawan niya dun sa layup na yon.
Nueva Ecija with an opportunity but they can't capitalize on that. Taglia binigay kay Tomodos. Fighting for that loose ball. Manalastas has it. Back to the corner. He's got it. It's a three. Arkin Aniano.
Arkin Aniano making his presence felt here in the third period. Hitting that three-pointer. Wide open one.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is the biggest lead of the ball game, Charles. Pero yun nga, 10 points is the lead. 49-39, 6 minutes and 22 seconds.
7 out of 15 from beyond the arc. Etong panig ng Valenzuela. So, baliktad naman yung nangyayari dito sa Nueva Ecija kasi yung 3-point shooting nila, yun yung nagpanalo sa kanila their last game. They shot 60%, 6 out of 10. Those timely 3-pointers, yun yung nag-swing ng momentum dun sa final minutes para makuha yung panalo. And ngayon, 2 out of 18, just 11%.
Really been a struggle so far para sa kanila. Meanwhile, Valenzuela, the fake, the shot, it's good.
And the patience coming from Rashid Tomodos. Getting his defender up in the air.
And look at Andre Chavez just forcing that one. Tatlo na yung nasa harap niya dun, Charles, no? Pinilit pa rin ni Andre Chavez.
Yeah, and he extended his forearm. Kaya natawagan siya ng offensive foul.
Sasan outside. Almost stolen. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Panganiban. Here come Nueva Ecija. Rivera quick down the court for the deuce.
You see Rivera's speed, no? Every time he is in transition. Ang hirap na habulin dahil yung mga pasa rin sa kanya, those leak out passes, accurate din. So hindi niya na kailangan i-adjust yung katawan niya. He always goes wide. There you see it.
And Jefferson Rivera cutting the lead down. Back to 10 points with 5 minutes and 19 in quarter number 3.
During the huddle a while ago, ito ngang si Kyle Concepcion ay sinusubukan daw niyang mapanatili at magampanan ng pag-lead ng team. Dagdag pa niya, ramdam daw niya yung pressure sa laro pero pinapalakas daw niya ang kanyang loob by trusting his teammates dahil para sa kanya daw walang mangyayari kung magpapadala sila sa pressure at kaba as this will only lead to turnovers. Aaron and Charles.
Thanks for that, Nicole. And earlier, Kyle Concepcion got a bunch of steals, got a bunch of shots in transition. They need a lot more of that from him.
And so far, he's a third leading scorer with 6 points. Tapos #1 assist man with a couple. But again, like what you said, we need to see more from Kyle Concepcion as their leader on and off the court.
Now this lead back to 12 points off that Panganiban bucket. Andre Chavez tries the Euro. Somehow they get it back. 10 seconds para kay Pineda. It's a steal. Aniano gets that ball swatted.
It's Rivera for you, chasing that shot down.
And then the layup is missed though para sa Nueva Ecija. Panganiban, big bump. No foul is called. Here they come, Pineda, 3-on-3 fast break. Drop it off inside. The hesitation, but Rivera gets it to drop.
Every time na nasa transition offense itong Nueva Ecija, the Generals, you will always see Rivera running up and down. That's something na luxury yan para sa inyong mga coaches, yung mga players na rim running, because you give a lot of opportunities for your team to score.
And that's one facet that they need to take advantage of. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Fading away, it's good para kay Andre Kimot.
Just in the nick of time, Andre was able to get himself wide open, somehow open on the baseline for that short jumper.
3 minutes and 30 seconds. Swing, swing. Extra feed. The short stab, it drops in para kay Barlan.
If you can do it, I can do it too, says Barlan.
55-45. Still stuck at a 10-point lead. And Nueva Ecija finally get a stop dito. Sasan to the corner. Tough shot.
It was an ill-advised shot para dito kay Arkin Aniano. The defense was all over him.
Now it's an opportunity para sa Nueva Ecija. Pineda to Barlan. Left that one short. One more time, Pineda.
Great spin coming from Prince Joe Pineda. That drop step, able to get himself some enough separation.
Pineda onto the free throw line. Itong si Prince Joe Pineda. Look at his stats in their last game, Charles, no? 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Actually, he's averaging 14 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 4.8 assists. So that's no surprise for us except for the scoring. It's a very serviceable player para dito kay Coach Louis San Buenaventura. Or Coach Harold Cruz, rather.
They get an offensive board. Pineda, but he travels on that.
The door was shut on Pineda on the drive. Medyo late na rin yung pasa.
2 minutes and 20. 55-46. Domag whips it out. Manlapas partially blocked, but looks like the referee called a foul on that one.
Coach Louis, I believe, will ask for a challenge. Leading his case na nabutata daw muna, pero kung may contact kasi kahit on the way down, matatawagan pa din yan. Pero mukhang hindi naman magcha-challenge si Coach Louis.
Ito nga si Manlapas on the line, and we talked about it now with the evolution of the game na mas marami ng 3-pointers being shot in today's ball game. Pati na rin yung mga fouls na tinatawag on the 3-point attempts, nag-iba na rin.
Kasi you wouldn't consider a three-pointer as a low percentage shot anymore. High percentage na rin yan, we can say, dahil nga it can definitely impact the game so much. So yung mga open looks, kailangan mo na talagang i-close out yan. But unlucky situation for Nueva Ecija na foul itong si Manlapas on the attempt.
Pineda goes for the reverse. Back to a 10-point game. Valenzuela still on top with a minute and 40. Toma gives it up inside and the layup drops para kay Marion Dizon.
Marion Dizon not really relied on in terms of scoring, pero pagka nandoon yung chance, syempre kailangan i-take advantage mo yun. Why not? Sabi nga ni Coach Martin Antonio, bakit nga naman hindi? Di ba?
And one of the great analysts, no, itong si Coach Martin Antonio.
Coach Hammer.
Oh. But Rivera connects on the triple.
This player, no, Rivera kills you in a variety of ways. May it be from 2 points in fast break, a short distance, and long distance. Kakapakita lang niya sa atin. Pwede.
Oh, when they get it swatted on that one. That's Dodi Omania.
Great recovery on defense from Dodi.
11 seconds on the shot clock. Manlapas, high arcing triple. He's got it.
It was against the outstretched arms of Barlan. Almost a foot taller than him.
Had to add a little extra something on that one. Look at Pineda. Fast break for Valenzuela. .30 seconds in our third quarter. 62-51. Rivera has it. Miscommunication on the part of Omania and Barlan.
That's their 11th turnover. Hard to win ball games, hard to stay close when you're turning the ball over 11 times already.
8 seconds. They whip it out. Barcelona. Masyadong malakas. 3 seconds left. Pineda gives it up. Just a second remaining. Concepcion. Would have been a great shot para sa Nueva Ecija, but after 30 minutes of action, they find themselves trailing by 11 points kontra dito sa home team, the Valenzuela Impact Ballers. Our Chef's Magic third quarter highlights, Charles.
It was a great quarter, especially for the home team Valenzuela. Naiikot nila yung bola, nakakarating sila doon sa mga gusto nilang pwesto. But again, still not over for Nueva Ecija, the Generals.
Heading into the fourth, it's an 11-point lead by Valenzuela.
Pac is back. 8-division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights.
And our fourth quarter of action just having begun dito in the Bahayang PAG-ASA Sports Complex in Valenzuela. Aaron D joined by Charles Kendrick Bechong as my analyst and Miss Nicole Lim as our CSR. Charles, we talked about it no na itong Nueva Ecija, they've been staying at around a 10-point deficit, 11-point deficit, di ba? Minsan umabot ng 9. Pero hanggang dun lang, ba't di sila makalapit dito sa Valenzuela, Charles?
It's a story of turnovers. Nueva Ecija already committed 11 turnovers as opposed to Valenzuela's only 4. So, again, hard to stay close when you're turning the ball over that many times. And again, yung 3-point shooting ng magkabilang panig, napakalayo ng storya. 7 out of 16, 43% for Valenzuela. 3 out of 20 at 15% for Nueva Ecija. So, I hope that answers your question. Bakit hindi ganun makalapit? Unang-una, yung turnovers. Pangalawa, yung conversion from beyond the arc.
Titingnan natin if shots are gonna start to fall para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
But, you know, you've been partnered with Coach Anton de los Reyes, one of the greatest minds, but probably the ugliest of characters. But tingnan muna natin.
Tingnan natin our chef's magic. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal.
Coach Anton de los Reyes, di ba? Couple of stops here and there, couple of baskets here and there can change the complexion of the ball game.
Okay na sana yung una, yung greatest minds. May
May biro lang tayo. Napakabait niyang tao na yan, Coach Anton de los Reyes. Inaalagaan tayong dalawa niyan.
naman. Parang tatay na natin yun eh. Take a look at that one more time. That is Arkin Aniano trying to slice in, but a timeout is called by the Nueva Ecija D Generals.
Pac is back. 8 division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights.
Arkin Aniano onto the free throw line, fresh off that Harold Cruz timeout para sa Nueva Ecija. 3-point shots have not been dropping para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
3 out of 21, 14%. Free throw story naman natin, 50% for Valenzuela, 5 out of 10, 7 out of 14, 50% parehas. Pero yun nga yung pinakamalaking disparity natin. Almost every statistical category, halos parehas. Etong Valenzuela and Nueva Ecija, yun lang talaga. 3-point shooting, a lot of shots were taken but not a lot of shots were made.
And still 8 minutes and 25 para sa Nueva Ecija. Can they pick it up? Another attempt from the outside, in and out, but nonetheless, it's going to be 3 free throws para dito sa Nueva Ecija. That is Guevara.
Josh San Buenaventura, okay na sana yung depensa. He flew by the shooting hand ng offensive player. Kaso yung katawan naman niya, papunta rin dun sa katawan naman ng offensive player in Guevara. So, that kind of cancels out yung close out mo kasi may contact din eh. The sole reason why you are closing out is to bother the defender, not to make contact with him. Bother the offensive player, not to make contact.
And a correction, dalawang free throw lang pala yung inattempt ni Guevara on that one. They give it up inside. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And an offensive foul called on Taglia.
That's his second offensive foul. Yan natin, medyo may extension, forearm.
Parang yun yung mga ginagawa mo sa Liga, Charles. Yung mga ganun eh. Catch and shoot from the right side. Barely grazing the rim on that. Here come Valenzuela. Lalabas nila dito. The 3-point attempt, no good para kay Regalo. 10 seconds on the shot clock. The drive inside, the pull-up pop. Offensive board, Regalo puts it back in.
Regalo gifting his teammates couple of points from second chance opportunities.
Daa answers back with a deuce of his own.
Very fundamentally sound move from Daa. One dribble, pull up, and that's good.
Agaw naman dito. Pineda has it. Passes it to no one.
He was expecting that Kyle Concepcion was gonna cut to the baseline. Pero ang ginawa ni Kyle kasi, he went wide. Yun naman yung, I would say, tama na ginawa ni Kyle na lumabas siya. Kasi transition offense yun eh. Kailangan you space the floor. Hindi pwedeng masyado kayong masikip. But a miscommunication on the part of Nueva Ecija.
Would have been a great one para sa kanila to cut it down to less than 10 points. That's the deficit para sa kanila right now. Anyano off the DHO goes in, but it goes out. Offensive board once again. The putback is good para dito kay Manalastas.
Noah Manalastas and the rest of the red shirts, the Valenzuela squad, not giving up on the play. Gang rebounding. Lamang sila, dalawa lang na rebound, 38-36, pero yung gravity ng rebounds na yun are transitioning into points.
Meanwhile, Andre James Chavez slicing up the defense on that. Our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted with the offhand para kay Chavez.
Very strong player for the Nueva Ecija, the Generals. Itong si Chavez, very, I would say, wide yung kanyang build eh, no? Ewan ko kung napapansin nila sa screen, pero dito sa perspective natin, malapad, tsaka malakas yung katawan ito ni Chavez.
Concepcion trying to attack inside, gets it swatted. Here comes Cyrus Domag. Lost balance on that. Pineda, he's gonna lead the break. He's gonna go in and he's gonna score.
Prince Pineda, again, kasama yan ni Rivera. 1-2 punch ni Coach Harold Cruz in transition. Very deadly.
8 points is the lead with 5 minutes and 20. That's a deep one. Offensive board once again, Panganiban. Back up top, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tomodos. It's not gonna count para kay Tomodos.
Tumodo na. Itong si Tomodos on that attack. Ayun nga lang, hindi siya bibigyan ng continuation. But still, it's gonna be Valenzuela ball. Still more than enough time for Nueva Ecija to mount a comeback. Hindi pa naman imposible. This is just an 8-point lead. We have seen stranger things.
And we've got some news from courtside. Let's hear it from Miss Nicole Lim.
Nasa 70% na tayo ng laro. Hahayaan pa ba natin makuha yung 20%? Yan nga ang naging motivation ng Valenzuela Guns as Coach Louie trying to emphasize to work harder for this last quarter. Also, ito nga si Arkin Anyano, tinatry daw niyang huwag ipakita sa teammates yung pressure as is being vocal with his teammates na mas magtulungan pagdating sa depensa. Aaron and Charles.
Thanks for that, Nicole. And just like you mentioned it, Charles, earlier, no, na they can't give up just yet. Marami pang oras para dito sa mga team na naglalaro ngayon.
Nueva Ecija and Coach Harold Cruz not pressing the panic button just yet. Although they are down by 12 right now, we need to see some sense of urgency from the Nueva Ecija squad.
Pineda swatted on that.
Again, we need to see more players not named Pineda and Rivera to help their squad in scoring.
From the outside, offensive board after offensive board. Regalo catch and shoot. He's got it. It's a 3.
And Regalo, kanina pa niya sinusubukan yan. I believe that's his third attempt from beyond the arc. Sumasablay siya. Nilapit niya muna ng konti. At ngayon, naka-convert na siya galing sa labas.
That just hurts para dito.
A wide open three-pointer para dito kay Regalo. 15 points na ang lamang nitong Valenzuela.
That forces the hand of Nueva Ecija to call a timeout. Can Nueva Ecija complete the comeback? Well, time is not on their side and binirik na nga dito si Rivera for Nueva Ecija. Just 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Off the window, offline para kay Tomodos. Regalo na naman. Rebounded once again. Just those 50-50 balls falling to the Valenzuela side. Cyrus can't get it to drop.
You know, those offensive rebounds, a lot of opportunities for Valenzuela to score kanina. Padalawa-dalawa lang yung lamang in terms of rebounding ng Valenzuela laban sa Nueva Ecija. Ngayon, 46-38. It's an 8-point advantage para dito sa Nueva Ecija. Maybe exhaustion is becoming a factor for Nueva Ecija. Pagod na din. I would understand why. Kasi nga, all game long sila yung naghahabol eh. Hindi sila makadikit man lang. And yung rebounding department, yun yung may pinakamalaking disparity dito aside from the three-point area.
And Kyle Concepcion onto the free throw line, trying to cut down this 15-point lead, but when you can't make your free throws at this point in time, it's going to be really difficult para sa Nueva Ecija. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Cyrus Domag gives it up. No good on that jumper para kay Kimot. Rivera gets it tapped.
Great defense coming from Rashid Tomodos. Tapikan talagang nadidisrupt yung offense na itong Nueva Ecija. Kanina pa nila ginagawa yun. I mean, kanina ginawa sa kanila ng Valenzuela. Ngayon, sila naman ang gumagawa dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Just a turnover on that part. Last 2 minutes dito, and Charles, three-pointers haven't been working for Nueva Ecija so far, but is it now time to risk it and to hoist up the three-pointers with 2 minutes left na lang?
I mean, it's their risk to take. But again, looking at the numbers, 3 out of 23. You have missed 20 3-point attempts all game long. Although yung 2 points field goal nila is high as 59%. So, ayun sana yung nakita nila kanina, no, na okay, nakaka-convert tayo from inside the paint, long or short distance, yung 3-pointer. Maybe they can, but I guess this is foregone conclusion. Less than 2 minutes, less than 90 seconds remaining, down 17. It's Valenzuela, I would say, winning this one, getting their first win.
Oh, but Barlan, a bit of a dangerous fall on that. Yan, mukhang Valenzuela gonna get their first win in the 16 and under division. Meanwhile, itong Nueva Ecija naman, no, yung 3-game winning streak nila, Charles, it's gonna be broken today.
It's snapped. Again, yung absence ng key players nila in Carl Canapi and Carl Diaz really taking effect. Nakikita na natin yung absence ng dalawang important players ni Coach Harold Cruz. Although they winged it for their last 3 games, eventually it'll catch up yung importance ng dalawang players na yun. Carl Canapi, alam naman natin, played nung season 1 pa lang ng Junior MPBL for Mindoro. Nami-miss nila ngayon yung services netong mga Spitfire guards nila in Carl Canapi and Carl Diaz.
Some missing pieces para sa kanila, but meanwhile itong si Barlan a bit hobbled up after that fall. Let's take a look at that one more time. Got that ball back, drove inside, and just a bit of a collision on that one.
Nothing intentional, medyo hindi lang ganun kaganda yung naging landing niya and yung contact. Another factor here, Aaron, second chance points, 29 against just 12 for Nueva Ecija. Again, yung rebounding department, hindi natin masyadong nakikita yung sobrang laking disparity. Not even 10 rebounds more etong Valenzuela, but their second chance points, 29. That's gonna be really, really hard. A team with a production like that in terms of second chance scoring is gonna be really hard to beat.
But meanwhile, Charles, looks like an unsportsmanlike foul was called on Cyrus Domag on that collision with Barlan. Itong si Sean Griffin Barlan on the free throw line right now.
Maybe on the referee's angle kasi, yung nakita ng referee, medyo tumalikod yung defender. So, hindi mo talaga pwedeng gawin yun. Tatalikod ka tapos medyo iilalim ka. Although hindi nga intentional, parang siguro iniwasan naman. But again, yun ang hatol ng ating referee. But good thing, walang namang nasaktan dito sa ating laro. Nothing serious, kumbaga.
And Barlan still on the floor right now. Probably the tallest player on the court right now. Concepcion tries for the blow-by. Sakto, 1 minuto ang natitira dito. Valenzuela just gonna be adding the finishing touches on this. Tomodos connects on the triple.
Ayan, 3-point shooting nila. Medyo bumaba ng konti. Kanina nasa 49-50% yan. Ngayon 38%. But still, a very decent shooting clip from beyond the arc at 9 out of 21. 9 out of 22.
And 35 seconds. What a showing coming from Valenzuela. Of course, hindi nila ipapaya yung mga fans nila in attendance dito sa home court nga nila, Charles, no?
Kanina, di ba, yung nakaraang game, yung 18 and under division, down to the wire, down to the very last possession. It was a cardiac finish. Ngayon naman, sinecure na ng Valenzuela etong laro na to, simula pa lang ng pang-apat na yugto.
And Valenzuela with the numerous runs being threatened by this Nueva Ecija squad, always having an answer, always being able to shut it down. And coming up with win number 1 in the 16 and under division para sa Valenzuela Impact Ballers kontra sa Nueva Ecija D Generals. Take a look at it. Final score 84-64 in favor of the home team. Nueva Ecija gets that 3-game winning streak broken. Meanwhile, yun nga, Valenzuela entering the winning column. And can they continue with dito? In just a few nga, no, Charles, we're gonna be hearing it from our Chef's Magic player of the game, pati na rin yung mga defensive player and assist man natin, joined by Miss Nicole Lim.
For Nueva Ecija, no, it's gonna be really hard for you to sustain that kind of playing style na nagre-rely sila sa mga gwardya nila. Not a lot of involvement para dun sa mga bigs ng Nueva Ecija as opposed to Valenzuela na lahat sila nakakahawak ng bola. Although Noah Manalastas is there, Aniano, Tomodos, tatlo ang naka-score ng double figures para sa Valenzuela. Yung assist department, 20 out of 9. So you see the disparity yung difference netong playing style netong dalawang teams natin. For Nueva Ecija, it's Rivera and Pineda making things happen for them. But again, sustainability was a big question as well as exhaustion. Pero dito sa Nueva Ecija, kita mo naman kahit sinong ipasok ni Coach Luis San Buenaventura, makakagawa at makakapag-produce ng kahit na anong tulong na maibibigay ng mga players.
And some things that the Nueva Ecija D Generals have to clean up, but one thing's for certain, and napakita na nila that they're capable in this 16 and under division natin. Diba? Coming off a win kontra sa latest Sure Homes, 4 nga yung puntos na panalo nila doon. But right now, Miss Nicole Lim is joined by our Chef's Magic Player of the Game.
Kasama ko nga ngayon ang ating Chef's Magic Player of the Game with this double-double performance from Valenzuela team. We have Noah Manalastas. Noah, what a great performance today. Galing na kayo sa magkasunod na pagkatalo. And gaano ka-importante sa itong game victory nyo? At ano yung naging motivation mo for this game?
Una po sa lahat, nagpapasalamat po sa Diyos sa panalo na po ito. Nagpapasalamat po sa pamilya ko po and ginawa po itong ano to para sa inyo. And shoutout po sa motivation ko from Canada. I love you.
Noah, meron ka pa bang gustong bigyan pa ng shoutout?
Shoutout po sa Jolly Vlog and Tekram Vlog and Sweet Mary. Shoutout po sa inyo.
Once again, congratulations to our player of the game at sa buong Valenzuela. And now, let's take a look to our assessment and defensive player of the game. Gentlemen.
Thanks for that, Nicole. Let's take a look at our Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game. Itong si Kane Ojina with 8 rebounds for the Nueva Ecija D Generals. And then, our Don Benito's assist man of the game. Ito naman si Kyle Nathan Concepcion with 5 assists for his squad, the Spitfire guard for D Generals of Nueva Ecija. Really doing the damage in this ball game for the boys in white. That's it, our Don Benito's assist man. 4 assists nga pala para kay Kyle Nathan Concepcion. Maybe the smallest player on the court but not lacking in heart. And coming up, it's still Valenzuela kontra sa Nueva Ecija, but this time in the 14 and under division.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng